Hello and welcome back to FD, where today we're making a team of 11 players who could go on to smash transfer records across the globe. Goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma. Already linked with moves of up to €120 million, Gianluigi Donnarumma is already valued at triple the transfer record for a goalkeeper. Since his debut age 16, Donnarumma has become the youngest keeper to start in Serie A, the youngest to start for Italy, and the youngest ever to save a penalty in the Italian league. The only one who couldn't even legally drink. Amino Raiola client, the now 18-year-old is signed up with Milan until 2021 and is closing in on 100 appearances for the Rossoneri. In his 68 Serie A games between 2015 and 2017, he kept 22 clean sheets, around 32%, and made over 3 saves per goal he conceded. By comparison, De Gea made 2.1 per goal, Oblak 2.5, and Hugo Lloris 2.8. Milan are now investing massively to return to their former glory and have upped Donnarumma's wages to €6 million a year, the third biggest pay packet in Italy, behind De Rossi and Higuain, and it's hard to say he's not good value for money. Defender, Matthijs de Ligt. Like Cruyff, Van Basten, Kluivert and Rijkaard, Ajax defender Matthijs de Ligt scored on his debut for the Amsterdam side when he started against Willem II in September 2016. The centre-back had just turned 17, making him Ajax's second youngest goalscorer ever after the great Clarence Seedorf. Already 6'2", de Ligt wins a staggering 68% of his aerial duels. That's more than Sergio Ramos and Zlatan Ibrahimovic did last season. He also wins Ajax possession nearly 4 times a match, but despite his aggressive style, he commits just 1 foul per game, around the same as world-class centre-half Leonardo Bonucci. The Dutchman is so young that in 5 years he'll still be younger than Benjamin Mendy is now. And given that former Ajax defensive products include Vertonghen, Alderweireld and Felipe Luis, de Ligt has all the pedigree to break records. Centre-back, Jose Jimenez. A title winner with Atletico Madrid, Jose Jimenez is a mainstay of a defence which has conceded just 100 goals in their last 152 La Liga matches. Incredibly strong and fast, Jimenez was the reason Diego Simeone let Miranda go to Inter in 2015, after the Brazilian had helped Atleti to a first title in 18 years. He may have a patchy injury history, but Jimenez can play at centre-back, right-back and in defensive midfield, and has 32 caps for Uruguay at the age of 22. His current deal actually expires in 2018, and Manchester United have sniffed around before, but the defender has claimed that he would like to sign a contract for life at Atleti, such is his commitment to the club. And any new agreement would surely see the £59 million buyout clause in Jimenez's contract scrapped, a clause which would already make him the priciest defender of all time. Centre-back, Malang Sarr. The first of 2 Nice players in our team, Malang Sarr turned 18 in January 2017 and was a vital part of the defence which carried Lucien Favre's team to 3rd place in Ligue 1 last season. With Sarr partnering the experienced Dante at the back, Nice conceded just 36 goals in 38 games. That's only 3 more than Conte's Chelsea and only surpassed in France by Monaco and PSG. Born in Nice and with the club since aged 5, Sarr is just under 6 foot, but makes up for his height in strength and speed. He also leads his side in interceptions last year, racking up a 90% pass accuracy on the way, and he was subsequently relied on for his distribution, coming 14th in the league for the highest number of passes per game. He even scored in his first Ligue 1 match, becoming the second youngest player in French history to score on his debut. He dedicated the goal to the victims of the 2016 Nice terror attack. Already adept at playing in a back 4 or back 3, Sarr is tailor-made for the modern game and has attracted interest from Chelsea, Real Madrid and Barcelona. Left back, Alex Grimaldo. With Marcelo, Felipe Luis and Jordi Alba all nearing or past 30, there aren't too many world-class left-backs around, and Alex Grimaldo could be a target for several mega-clubs. A Spaniard who came through La Masia, the Benfica defender has won 2 titles in Portugal since his €1.5 million switch from Barcelona in 2015. Though often compared to Hector Bellerin, Grimaldo has a much better defensive output than the Arsenal star. While Bellerin makes a combined 2.1 tackles and interceptions each game, Grimaldo makes a massive 4.4, and he's also more creative than Bellerin, producing 1.4 chances a match to the Gunners 0.9, but that's partially because Grimaldo takes corners and free kicks. Also extremely quick, Grimaldo started out as a midfielder and is likely to cost a fortune thanks to Benfica's famously tough negotiating. After missing out on Teo Hernandez to Real Madrid, what are the odds Barca return for this 21-year-old? Midfielder Brahim Diaz. One of Manchester City's great young hopes, Brahim Diaz joined the club from Malaga in 2013 when he was just 14 years old. The Spaniard plays as an attacking midfielder, but is yet to play competitively for City outside of appearances in the EFL Cup. At 10, Diaz was shown around La Masia by Lionel Messi and Pep Guardiola. Such was the fanfare around him. When he was 13, he played for Malaga's under-19 side, and in summer 2017, he announced himself to the world with a goal in Manchester City's 4-1 pre-season drubbing of Real Madrid. A year earlier, he scored 3 goals, including one in the final, as Spain's under-17s came in second at the Junior European Championships. With Pep Guardiola's insistence on playing a team pretty much entirely composed of attacking midfielders, there may yet be a shot for the youngster to break into Manchester City's first team, and he has David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne to learn from. What an education. Midfield, Karol Linetti. The most expensive Polish player of all time is Krychowiak at £34 million, and that record looks easily breakable for Sampdoria midfielder Karol Linetti. Like his countryman, Linetti is a tough tackler, with only Pescara's Gaston Brugman winning more than Linetti's 4 tackles a game last campaign. The 22-year-old also creates one chance a match and has an 83% pass completion, even beating his man on the dribble with the same number of completed take-ons per game as Ilkay Gundogan and Aaron Ramsey. He already has 15 caps for Poland and is a title winner in his homeland, triumphing with Lech Poznan in 2015. Sampdoria have excelled at producing young stars in recent years, with Shkodran Mustafi, Manolo Gabbiadini and Patrick Schick all shining for the club. Linetti is the next in line, and he's already been scouted by Spurs and Everton. Midfield, Vincent Cosiello. Nice player number 2 is French midfielder Vincent Cosiello. A long-time football manager and FIFA All-Star, Cosiello is 21 now and in his 3rd season as a starter on the south coast of France. Standing at 5'6", Cosiello is hardly a man mountain, but has an intelligence that belies his years. Last year, he maintained a 92% pass accuracy, the 5th best in Ligue 1, above Thiago Motta and Marco Verratti, and he was heavily involved in Nice's possession game, completing around 60 passes per match. That's more than Christian Eriksen and Felipe Coutinho. Of the 22 take-ons he attempted in the league, he completed 21, showing that he knows when to pass and when to run. Thanks to the incredible depth of the French national team, Cosiello is yet to make his senior bow, but with Cabaye and Matuidi over 30, and Moussa Sissoko looking iffy to say the least, the opportunity will surely come sooner rather than later. Forward, Christian Pulisic. Perhaps the only man in Dortmund happy about Barcelona's pursuit of Ousmane Dembele is American teenager Christian Pulisic. The 18-year-old scored 3 and assisted 6 in just 1,500 Bundesliga minutes in 2016-17, his debut campaign for BVB. Of Croatian descent and with parents who both played college soccer, Pulisic completed a massive 3.3 dribbles per game last year, the 3rd highest tally in Germany, behind Dembele and Douglas Costa, level with Ian Robin. He also made a difference in the Champions League, picking up assists against Real Madrid and Benfica, while scoring against the Eagles too. Jurgen Klopp tried to take the player to Liverpool with him, but Dortmund are fantastic at identifying talent, both on the market and in their own ranks, and they promptly refused to sell. The arrival of Peter Bosz should help too, with the Dutchman keen to trust in the youth. He should place his faith firmly in Pulisic. Forward, Harry Kane. Spurs are experts at extracting the maximum fee for their stars, and if Harry Kane were to leave the North Londoners, he could command more than €150 million. After hitting 4 goals in his best season before 2014, Kane went on to bag 31, 28 and 35 in the 3 following campaigns. At the time of writing, Kane is just 6 off Cristiano Ronaldo's tally of 84 in the Prem, 8 ahead of Eric Cantona and 9 ahead of Luis Suarez. He's also added 12 assists, making him involved in 90 goals in 102 league matches, way above Antoine Griezmann's 74 in the same time frame. Having just turned 24 and with no serious injuries so far, Kane is basically the ideal signing for any of the world's top teams. And now Luis Suarez is 30 and Lewandowski is 28. There could be a tussle for the Englishman brewing in the seasons to come. Forward, Joel Asoro. Relegated Sunderland have already lost star keeper Jordan Pickford, and the Black Cats could also be deprived of striker prospect Joel Asoro before too long. The Swede joined the club at 16 and made his Premier League debut a year later, becoming the youngest Sunderland player to feature in the top flight. As a 14-year-old, Asoro competed in athletics and ran the 100 metres in 11.5 seconds. That pace has seen him score 14 in 21 for Sweden's under-17s, and already he's turned out for the under-21s. Though less hype than his countryman Alexander Isak, Asoro has been courted by Bayern, PSG and both Manchester clubs, and the silver lining in Sunderland's relegation cloud is that he should get chances to start in the Championship. Asoro and Isak have a combined age of 35, the same as Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and only time will tell if they one day have a CV to rival the big man. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've got any suggestions, stick them in the comments below, and as ever, don't forget to like and subscribe.